Wow, that's a very long and interesting story. When Jim Burness moved out of Nassau County over to Holtzville, he had to give up signing for it. He and his wife and his daughter Kathy were one of them was signing for it. And so he got his brother-in-law in Massapequa, Frank Clayton, to sign for it.
Right.
And Frank is not an angel. Anyway, he's not assiduous, should we say. And Cablevision called him 7 times and he wouldn't return the calls. And it had something to do with the Chat with Glendora and the content, and it ended up with Cablevision playing a Chat with Glendora 1 program 7 times, when they had 7 other good programs standing right there for them. And what the mess was, I don't know. And then Mr. Clayton, I think, was late getting in his renewal last time, and that's how we lost that beautiful 9 p.m. to 10:30 p.m.
Oh, no.
Meanwhile, Mr. Joseph Cronin in Lindenhurst was so attentive to a Chat with Glendora and would call up right after each program and go through everything, the video, the audio, the color, the content, and the features, and he was just wonderful.
Wow.
And I, of course, wanted Mr. Cronin to do it. And I told Mr. Burness that. And Mr. Burness says, no, Frank should do it. He likes to do it. It's good for him. And I offered to send Mr. Clayton a present for having signed for me so many times. And he says, don't you send him any money. He makes 4 times as much money as you do. So then Mr. Burness misunderstood. He thought that I didn't want to go with Mr. Clayton again, but I wanted to do what Jim Burness wanted. He wanted me to stay with Clayton, so I said, okay. And Jim misunderstood that. And I get called up February 10th, the due date, and I said, what time are you going to hand it in? And Kelly came back on the phone. He says, Glendora, you told us you weren't going to do it with Uncle Frank. You were going to do it with Mr. Joe Cronin. I said, no. I didn't say any such thing. I wanted to, but Jim wanted me to do it the other way. So it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Jim Burness has lost at least 65% of his eyesight through bad eye operations. And he did something that he never wanted ever to do. He went out and he got in the car and he drove from Holtzville over to Massapequa.
Wow.
Oh, yes. And he said every traffic light looked like 6 traffic lights.
Oh, my God.
And Kelly really practically had to navigate for him. And he got over there, and they had to look through the rubbish. Luckily, it wasn't the day the rubbish was picked up for the week. And he got his nephew to go through all the rubbish and find that application.
Wow. Unbelievable.
And they did find it. And they made it out and got it signed, and they made a copy of his residence proof. And he's driving, and he's hoping to get back home to mail it, and he gets as far as Lindenhurst, and he stops and he goes to the post office, and he says, Kelly, go find out, which box it's got to go in. And he got it in by 5 o'clock, February 10th, the due date.
Wow, amazing.
Isn't he amazing? And then it started to get dark, which made his driving all the more.
Oh, yeah, even harder, yes.
Yeah. But he got home and he got it done, and he was a mess, a nervous wreck.
Yeah.
But isn't he great? And then he says,
I'll tell you that.
What'd you say?
It's showing some devotion, I'll tell you.
Oh, thanks for appreciating it.
Oh, it's amazing that somebody would do that for you, and it's fantastic that you have such great friends.
Oh, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, that's a Chat with Glendora. You were one of the first great ones.
Oh, thanks. Well, I told you when I first saw your show, right away it caught my eye, and I knew there was something special about it. So, and all these years I've been watching, so it's really I'm so glad you're still doing it. It's really amazing.
Yeah, I am too. I guess it's really going to be a legend how long I've stuck with it.
Oh, absolutely. It's already a legend, but it'll keep going on and on, So.
Well, thank you for doing that, you and Victoria.
Oh, well, I'm
God, right?
Exactly.
So Jim says, now next time you have Joe Cronin do it. So that's settled. And I've already sent Joe the papers. This won't be until August.
Right.
And I've already sent Joe the papers. He's already signed them.
Fantastic. Well, I want to get you on Verizon too, so I'm working on that for you.
Oh, thank you. It's automatic in Great Neck.
Yeah, you were telling me that, but for some reason, every township has a different public access channel, and on Verizon, they're capable of doing that. So I'm definitely going to get you on in Nassau County, and hopefully...
7 of them?
Yeah, all 7.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll also see what we can do about Suffolk, but I think Verizon is important that you're on there, because a lot of people are switching over from Cablevision to Verizon right now.
That hurts.
And, so...
Yes, a lot. Many people. And, of course, we never could do anything about the satellite.
Right. But it's, if you can get on Verizon and still keep your show on, to your loyal viewers and change over, I think that would be a good thing, so...
Thank you for seeing that. You see, I don't see that. Thank you for, Thank you for...
I'll definitely work on that when I get back, and I'll get you all the information, and I can be your signer for that, so...
Oh, thanks. Well, Andrew, that's a great service, because I don't know what's going on out there.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing that they actually have competition now. That no one thought anybody would dare start to compete with Cablevision, but Verizon actually did. So it's an interesting situation right now, because they're not really a monopoly anymore, and now Cablevision's starting to behave a little better.
Yeah, there it's again. It's the evil people working there. It's not Mr. Dolan.
No, it's not. I agree with you on that one. But I think I'm gonna have to leave soon. But I just.
All right. Stay in touch now. You remember this number now?
Oh yeah, no, I have it programmed in the phone this time, so I will never forget it again.
Conversation this morning. Thank you very much.
Well, again, I want to thank you for all your support and understanding, and you really did try your best to help out, and actually you did. Spiritually, you helped me enormously.
Oh, good.
And without you, I really wouldn't have much to hope for. And even though it's the way it turned out, I have to accept that. But we all tried, and we all did our best. And,
you did your best, Andrew.
Yeah. So.
And thank you for being there. Did she? Was she alive after she lost? Did she lose consciousness before she died?
Well,
did she go into
breathing really hard, and and you could tell that she was struggling for air.
Mm-hmm.
And then she kind of just gave up. Then it was just sort of like nice and peaceful. She just.
Yeah, that's the way it was.
Yeah, we were all holding her and telling her we loved her.
Yes.
And so.
Oh, it's so nice.
I think it's the best way to go, because.
Yeah, and at home too.
Yes.
And I'm glad you didn't fall for the hospital. Okay.
Oh no, she was very. That was one of her biggest wishes, and I told her, a lot of people tried to take her away, and I said absolutely not.
Good for you, and you were there to do it. And if you hadn't been there,
exactly,
they might have grabbed her. They might have grabbed her.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. You could put it down on paper, you could try to make it legal, all this stuff, and they'll do it anyway.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will. They're like Cablevision.
Yeah. So unless you're actually there to stop them, there's no way to, you have to actually be there and put your foot down and say, absolutely not. This is not going to happen,
And they finally realized who's boss, yes. And they tried to get away with it. Good for you. Good for you, Andrew. Okay, then you'll stay in touch with me, and Monday we'll firm it up.
Very good.
Oh, good. This is marvelous. And Greg is coming, too.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's good.
Well, I look forward to seeing you soon, and again, I want to thank you for everything. And, I'll be in touch, and we'll definitely, we'll see each other soon.
You don't know what a joy it was to be of help if I was.
Well, it was an enormous help. Spiritual.
You just don't know what a joy it was to pay you back. Okay, sweet.
You were an enormous help, and I don't think I could have made it through without you, because you really gave me a lot of hope, and you really, connected me with God. So that was.
Oh, that's.
That was a very good thing, and I can't thank you enough for that.
Well, Well, I can't thank you. That's a great thing you just said, connected with God. That's the thing I would love to hear. Okay, honey, you take care.
All right, thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
God be the glory. 9:15 a.m. February 20th, Friday, 2009. Acchat with Glendora. Acchat with Glendora. What a chat this was. I admire you for that trip of great exertion, and you went through it and you came back as good as ever. I admire you. And you came back home to me. I think that I've invited one of the people who used to bring me Meals on Wheels. You may know her, Jenny. She lives in Kinderhook. And I've invited her to go to the pancake supper tomorrow. And she's going to pick me up at 10 minutes to 4. And I'm going to stay down there. She's going to go back after she eats. And I'm going to stay down there through the whole period up until 7 o'clock. So I'll see you there instead of here. And I also have your plastic container. Okay, honey. Thank you for coming back home to me.
Has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. Victoria Caressi is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Well, Victoria, you just received your greatest accolade of all. It came from Andrew Hersman 20 minutes ago. He saw it on your production on YouTube. He played it 3 times straight through. He was so impressed with your artistry and with your, what I call, weaving. And it was really breathtaking for him. He was just so pleased with it. And he said, I couldn't have done it that well. And I have a recording of this, of what he said about you. I really should get it to you. Do you have another recorder? So I can record from the master onto a dub for you. I'm talking about audio cassette. Or even micro cassette. His sister died in Florida yesterday, and the tumor started out, I guess it was like the size of a tennis ball, and when she died, Vicky, it was the size of a basketball. Can you believe that? And it grew so fast, the tumor, the cancer. Anyway, she died at home, and if Andrew hadn't been there, she wouldn't have had that grace. I called to ask you to go to the pancake supper tomorrow night, Saturday night. Bring anybody you want, all the people you want. Bring the whole Media Alliance if you want, and I'll pay for it. It's from 4 to 7 p.m. And it's just 2 miles down the road at the other Lutheran church, the Emmanuel Lutheran Church, the other one me personally, and that would be 518-758-2362. Is in the process of lining up children to be guests on it. And I'm just thrilled with it. It's another great step for, well, as the man on the moon said, another great step for mankind.
Your name, number, and brief message. After the tone, I will call you back. For immediate access information for the Woodbury system, please contact Alyssa Amato at 516-393-3614. For the Hauppauge system, Heather McGowan, 631-846-5542. For the Riverhead system, Bob Clement, 631-996-6040. Thank you. Have a great day.
Hi, Diane. A man was asked what the state of his finances was, and he said liquid assets, meaning that all of his money was going down the drain. Andrew Hersman is coming back from Florida. His poor sister did not make it. First, the tumor. Well, she had a transfusion years ago and got the virus, hepatitis C into her liver, and it ruined her liver. And then the cancer started from that. And he said it grew from the size of a tennis ball to the size of a basketball. Diane, can you believe that? Isn't it awful? So she went to heaven yesterday, 2 o'clock. He's down in Florida. He's coming back. He's coming up here to see me on Tuesday because we're having a church supper. And in all of this, of course, he was giving his entire life to his sister. And he didn't do his renal, so do something for him, would you please? Okay, what else is going on? I had a reason to call you. It wasn't that I just told you. It was something else. I can't remember what it was. The children's talk show, Diane, it is coming along so well. It is good television. 2, it's good for children. 3, it's something that God wants. And it's just coming along so well. What are you going to do? Oh, I know. You didn't get back to me about the disaster Friday night, the 13th. You didn't get back to me about that. I want to see that tape, what's wrong with it. And will you look at it, that disc, and see what's wrong with it? And I'll get a new one out to you. We've got to do that. Because that's too precious a show to destroy. Okay, what else? Breathe on us, breath of God, fill us with life anew.
Is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Victoria, when Gregory Washburn, he lives down around Poughkeepsie, IBM land, when he was up here and at the museum Tuesday, the 17th, he saw some of the pictures, the photographs of the SS Glendora, for instance, of 1956, and he said that I should put these on the computer. Well, you have done that, and he said I would love a copy of it. Is it possible that you can put your storage on a computer and give him a copy of it? And is it possible that you could also give me a copy of it? Or is that, just let me know what that entails. And if it's arduous and difficult, we won't do it. Now, there's not a chance in the world that you can come Tuesday night, is there? To the church supper at Reverend Slater Church. You know, I talked about the Saturday one tomorrow, but now I'm talking about the 24th because Andrew's coming up, and I would want you to meet Andrew. Is there any chance of that? I don't think so, because Tuesday night is your big night at the college. Okay. See if it's anything else. Okay, about the computer and what Gregory said. Teach me thy patience, one with thee, endear a closer company, in faith that keeps work sweet and strong, in trust that triumphs over wrong. Good, you feeling good, honey?
Yes, ma'am.
Let us thank God for that. That's number 3. Born alive, healthy. No, the universe, born alive, healthy. It's number 4.
Number 4.
Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling good. And the 5,000 show is playing this month, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's wonderful.
But you know, I was going to call you. Hey, Glendora, let me get your number while I have you on.
Okay,
because I looked for it everywhere.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to give you 3 of them.
Okay.
This one I'm talking to you now, I'll answer if I'm here. That's 518-758. And that's no recorder. And then here's one that has a recorder. 518-758-9448.
That's what you just gave me.
No. Do you think I did? All right. Okay, that's the one with the recorder. 9448.
Okay.
Okay, I should have given you the one I'm talking to from now. This is my kitty cat. He's hurt. Somehow he got hurt.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I can't seem to help him. So the one where I am now, I'll answer if I'm here, is 518-758.
You cannot go out.
2362.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and you really don't need the 3rd one.
Well, let me see. I had an envelope in here with notes on it for you that I was going to talk to you about. Oh, okay. All right. I had Mr. McDermott did renew.
Oh, good. He did renew last October?
He renewed in December.
Okay. Is that okay?
He doesn't expire until December 2009, so I didn't need that $30.
Okay, then you can keep that for a donation to DCTV.
Okay, and then I had your $25 donation to DCTV. Add that renewal fee to it.
Oh, okay.
And then you had $10 change.
Well, see, I sent you 100, and 45 was for the
encoding.
Yeah. So you see what that is? That would be 5 and 10 and 5. That'd be 55. So you took out 30 for the renewal.
I didn't know.
You took out 30 that was supposed to be for the renewal, and you're going to give it as a donation.
Right.
Okay, so that leaves you 25. See, and the 25 is another donation.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Do you want to apply this money to your future encoding fees?
No, I want it to go as a donation.
Because you know you're going to owe an encoding fee for March.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
No, I'll send you money for March.
It's not March, it's April, because Mr. McDermott already paid one.
He did?
Yeah, he had one that he submitted that went in the place of the 5,000 show. See, he had already submitted a show, and he paid for an encoding fee. And I don't think that I could use that show. So when I got the 5,000 show, I went on and encoded that, and that's what you paid for out of the $100. So that means he still has an encoding fee out in space.
Oh, good. Let him keep that.
But he's already paid it.
Yeah.
So we can't, you know what I mean?
No.
Okay, Mr. McDermott came in, he gave us a DVD, and he paid the encoding
it a show of Mr. McDermott's or mine?
Of yours.
Oh.
Then, the separate show, which is the 5,000th show, you pay for that encoding fee out of this $100.
Okay.
Now, I put the 5,000 show on. I never put his show on that he already paid for.
Because you can't use it?
Right.
Okay.
That means he has an extra encoding fee just hanging out.
Yeah.
So if you want to take that encoding fee and apply it to your March, then you don't owe until April.
Okay. But if he comes in, I would like to pay his encoding fee if he brings in another show of his own.
Okay, but he came in when I wasn't here, so all I got was a note that he already paid for it.
Okay, sweet. Yeah.
So, yeah. That's where I might not catch him to tell him that.
Okay, I'll tell him.
Okay.
And if anything goes amiss, will you call me, and then if I'll pay the encoding fee if anything goes amiss.
Okay, so you're going to hold out this money that you're...
No, do it the way you wanted it, which was put it on March for Glendora. Isn't that what you wanted to do?
Yeah, but I'm talking about this money that you're donating. Do you want to hold this for an encoding fee in April?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I want your company to have it.
Okay. All right, I'll do that then.
Okay, say thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I'm not...
I've got a great job. Money in the bank. Last month, someone asked if I read the Bible. The Bible? I'm successful. I'm happy. What do I need the Bible for? I can get more from the Wall Street Journal. But that made me curious. So I decided to take a second look.
I'm on my feet all day. When I go home, I just want to turn on the TV and relax. But read the Bible? All those these and thous and begats? Who wants to struggle with that after waiting on customers all day? But then a friend showed me this version written in modern English, and I was surprised.
This guy I play hoops with said I should start reading it, the Bible. Man, I said, I don't need no Bible. I mean, it just ain't cool. So he goes, I read it all the time. And he beat me by 20 points. So he gives me his Bible. I read it. It ain't hoops, but it ain't bad.
What's your excuse? Before you make an excuse to avoid reading the Bible, stop. Take a second look. Pick up the Bible for 5 minutes, and you may pick it up for a lifetime.
I've got a great job. Money in the bank. Last month, someone asked if I read the Bible. The Bible? I'm successful. I'm happy. What do I need the Bible for? I can get more from the Wall Street Journal. But that made me curious. So I decided to take a second look.
I'm on X. But read the Bible? All those these and thous and begats? Who wants to struggle with that after waiting on customers all day? But then a friend showed me this version written in modern English, and I was surprised.
This guy I play hoops with said I should start reading it, the Bible. Man, I said, I don't need no Bible. I mean, it just ain't cool. So he goes, I read it all the time. And he beat me by 20 points. So he gives me his Bible. I read it. It ain't hoops, but it ain't bad.
What's your excuse? Before you make an excuse to avoid reading the Bible, stop. Take a second look. Pick up the Bible for 5 minutes, and you may pick it up for a lifetime.